Hey guys, it's Halsey, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get this super cute summer editorial look on my model, Nye, using all About Face products. We're doing an editorial look today, which are my favorite looks to do, and I am super excited about this one. It is a dual tone ombre gradient. We're doing circles all around the eye, really avant-garde. The colors that we're using are Vertigo Flowers and Marigold. We're gonna keep the rest of the face pretty natural. I'm gonna start by taking our matte fluid eye paint in Marigold and just getting it on the palette, because we're going to be using brushwork for this look because it is very detailed and very precise. With our color loading brush, I'm going to start by sort of just drawing the general idea of where these circle shapes are going to go, using Marigold as the guideline. So just starting by taking this color and doing a little bit of a semicircle. To counter this, we're going to come around the other side and we're going to do the same shape right in this little eye crevice right here. One of the things that can be really fun to do as well is changing the direction of the gradient. So this one's going to go coral to green that way, this one's going to go coral to green this way. So now we're going to take our second color in the gradient, which is going to be Vertigo Flowers. So now using our angled wingtip liner brush, I'm going to go in Vertigo Flowers, and I'm going to complete this circle, meeting the gradient in the middle. And then while that's still wet, I'm going to take a define and blend brush, and I'm just going to buff the centers together, giving a nice little gradient, fruity beverage campaign. The matte fluid eye paints have about a 25-second dry down time, which is like great because it leaves a lot of wiggle room for getting all this blending accomplished. Now if you wanted to, you really could just leave it like this, but I'm a perfectionist, so I'm going to take our precision liner brush and I'm just going to dab in any areas where the color is inconsistent, the formula dried, differently. I'm just going to really saturate this pigment and make sure that the gradient really pops. Just further defining the shape of that circle, and then making sure we clean our brush between colors. I went to Ulta the other day because a little while ago we launched in stores with Ulta, and I didn't know what I was expecting to feel when I saw the display. But the craziest moment for me was when I started looking at the products and I realized that the testers had been used. Because I was just like, oh my god, there's real people in here testing the makeup and falling in love with it.
What would you say is your biggest inspiration for your products and how you brand sort of About Face?
My music fans for sure. I've been doing shows for so long and I see people come and their makeup is an event. The way they do their makeup for the show, and sometimes they'll coordinate a look to go with a certain album cycle or a color palette.
I love that.
Yeah, I just started seeing them camped out on the street before the concert with their makeup bag in front of them, just doing their look for the show and being I hope this holds up through the sweating and everything else. Also my onstage makeup. There's not a lot of stuff that's long wear, high performance, but also fun colors. A lot of that type of makeup is meant for a more matte, sort of a glam beauty beat kind of face, and I was where's my fun stuff that's gonna last through a 2-hour show?
Yeah.
Where I'm sweating. Especially when we were developing our lipsticks, actually, because it was a running joke with my team that I would come off stage and my microphone would be covered in lipstick every night because it was just eating it, The true About Face test was when I did a show wearing the lip and came off stage and there was no lipstick on the mic. I was okay, cool. I've done it. Okay, now I'm pivoting a little bit because I originally wasn't supposed to do this tonight, but the best part about makeup is just kind of getting to change things up as you go and not getting too stuck on a look. That's one thing that I learned big time, because sometimes I'll be getting ready for a show or an event and I have a look in mind that I really want to do, and then I start putting it on my face and I'm this is not happening today for whatever reason. It's just like not coming together. So then you have to pivot and you have to do something else, and sometimes that is really stressful, but other times I find that the looks that I kind of make up at the last minute when I'm winging it, those always end up being the best ones. So then using our triangle eye brush, I'm going to take Acidic, which is a shadow stick, and I'm going to just use it, close for me, in the inner corners of the eye, just a little wash. So to play up the pink and the marigold and just to kind of bring this look together and bring it a little bit more high fashion, I'm taking our Cheek Freak Blush Balm in Champagne Room, and I'm going to put it sort of in like a halo shape around the eye. And the best part about Cheek Freak is that you can apply it with your fingers.
So when making, like, coming up with a makeup look, what is your first step?
So I started in looking at sort of 70s eyes. I was looking at some Sharon Tate photos and kind of this like cut crease that they do and like the little wing. And then I started kind of getting more progressively 20s, and then it got more goth, and then I was like, how do I tie it all together? Then I put on a pink shirt and I was like, pink lip it is, and then that's what happened. And then my favorite of the brown, well, no, I guess it's not my favorite. I love all of these, gosh. Well, one of my favorite browns in our Trade Pick collection, this is Nashi Pear. I love it so much. It's gonna be very flattering on you. This wing-tipped angled liner brush is also a really good lip brush, and it's gotta be honest with you. It's like the perfect Cupid's bow shape for getting the top, swoops along the bottom. It's really good. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching me do this incredible editorial look on Nye, who was the best model, gorgeous face. It was a privilege getting to do it. You can find all of these products and more that I love so much on Ulta.com or AboutFace.com. Stay tuned for more videos just like this one.